Hi everyone. I wanted to talk about Scott Baio. I'm very happy that we have some sane actors from Hollywood with their head screwed on straight, that have a mind of their own, that can see facts from non-facts, and can hold their own. And I came across something called the Mary Sue. The Mary Sue. This is written by LEISHMAN, November 12th of 2020. And you know, I've seen some actors claim to be patriots. Some continue to claim to be patriots. I'm very picky when it comes to people. I don't care who you know, how much money you have, or what you do for a living. Now, I do care what they do for a living in general, but it's not going to dictate whether I like you or don't like you. I base people completely off of who they are as a person, and actions speak louder than words. And, you know, even with people I've dated in the past, didn't matter how much money they had. If I didn't like you, I don't like you. So the reason I say this is because Scott Baio can hold his own. We know Hollywood is full of devils. I get nauseated of how people are so easily influenced, overly influenced by Hollywood. I've never really been like that, but there have been some people that I liked maybe as actors or singers. But whether I met them or not, or found myself in the same room with them, it didn't really make any difference to me. I've met my fair share along the way. I've dated a few here and there, one a runway model, and I've, you know, when you live in Los Angeles, it's just bound to happen. But as my gang stalking has increased, I don't date. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to have children. I'd like to, but I'm very, very particular. I've grown more particular as I've gotten older, and especially having experienced and seen the darker side of life. I've seen the brighter side of life, but God has shown me, I've seen things, I've experienced things that you just can't. You have to know of somebody's beliefs in every way and form before you want to get to know them. And the reason I'm talking about this is because there's a lot of actors out there that claim to be A, B, and C, and a lot of these actors are lying trash, manipulating, lying trash. I'm going to say all the actors that are Scientologists are communists, pedophile, trafficking, lying trash, but then a lot of people in Hollywood are anyways. Not everyone. But I will tell you, Scott Baio is straight across the board. He knows what's going on. And when I see Scott Baio assisting our president, stepping up and wanting to run, it's a positive thing. But I see something here called the Mary Sue, and when we have these left, to me they're all radical. when someone writes an article in favor of the left and they're completely misguided and completely misaligned from the truth, and it attacks the very person like Scott Baio, who is 100% on point with what's going on in this election and what's going on with the president versus what's going on with Biden versus what's going on in Hollywood. This guy knows what's going on. So we have Rachel LEISHMAN. She says Scott Baio, clearly too much time on his hands, posts pro-Trump message spelled with craft store candle display. So, she goes on to say, I used to really love Chachi. I even liked that terrible reality show where Scott Baio tried to find love. But then he went full trumpet, later blocking me on Twitter when I made fun of him. I have no regrets about that. So first, I'd like to thank our own Kalia Hale Stern for sending me this tweet, and helping me embed it since, again, Baio blocks me. In the middle of a global pandemic, with millions out of work and families worried about what's going to happen to their homes, Scott Baio has time to go to Michael's and rearrange an entire candle display that read, Trump is still your president, while turning all the other candles so that their white backs are in the background. And actually, I'm taking a look at this and it's cute and it's very creative. And this bitch is talking shit. She goes, sure, this kind of behavior is frightening because people are dying and they are still MAGA fans who want to scream about Trump being president some more. But it's also pathetic, she says. Look, I love celebrities. It's my favorite pastime. And even if I wouldn't waste my time turning all these candles around to praise them to the high heavens, she goes, I wouldn't do that. Not even Robert Downey Jr. occupies that amount of time or space in my head. I'm also convinced that Scott Baio didn't actually do this, but saw this image on right-wing troll Twitter and decided to repost it without any credit. I don't know. I don't go there. But those people love to pretend like they're making grand gestures to the president to show their love. And these people worship Trump. And yes, that's pathetic. But I want to first think about Scott Baio and Michaels. Okay, do you have that in your mind? So there he is, looking at candles, and she goes on, blah, 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 blah. So she goes, whatever the case, one of Donald Trump's biggest fans of all, and they are just fans. And at this point, since there's no more election to support him, and Scott Baio, well, there's Scott Baio, which is sad since he doesn't have fans of his own anymore. So Chachi, please stop with your terrible candle bits. The employees of Michael's don't deserve you making their jobs harder because you have terrible taste in fandoms. Now, some people are such shitheads. Some people have no goddamn sense. And some people just have no goddamn class. And I'm so sorry. I'm going to cuss this bitch out. What's her name? Rachel LEISHMAN. You're a cunt. I'm going to look you up on Twitter. You're a bitch. And you don't even know what's going on in politics. Tell me why you want Biden to win. And tell me what the positives are. I bet you don't even know what the hell's going on, bitch. I bet you don't even have a clue what's going on. You don't even know about Robert Downey Jr. and what he's been involved with, do you? Or most of these celebrities. I bet your favorite celebrity is Brad Pitt. I bet you it's one of the biggest fucking pedophiles in the world. Probably Tom Cruise, the cult, shrimp-ass, pedophile, sadist, rapist, pedophile. I bet you don't even know what the hell's going on in the world. So before you start writing articles about Scott Baio, who knows a lot more of what's going on in this world than you do, I will tell you right now, you might want to check yourself. You're completely mistaken. You remind me of Whoopi Goldberg running her mouth. And you know, these people are just, they sold out to the devil. Either you're dumb as hell and you just blindly drank some Kool-Aid, or communist China owns your ass, bitch. Nobody owns Chachi. Nobody owns Scott Baio. And nobody owns me. And let me tell you something, bitch. Nobody's a fan of Donald Trump. We look at the fucking facts. We know what's right. We know what's wrong. And nobody likes traffickers and pedophiles and spies that are bought out by communist China like Joe Biden. So check your shit, bitch. You're a disgusting person. Get a book, do some research before you, like, you're embarrassing yourself. You're a cunt. You're a bitch. Scott Baio, I'm so sorry these people exist. I just can't stand people who attack people, and you don't even know what's going on. You're dumb as hell. You actually are just as dumb as AOC, Collier on CNN. You're just as dumb as Kumo. You're just as dumb as Chris Kumo. You are dumber than a bag of rocks, and you're an embarrassment to this country. Yeah, you. All right, guys. We need to call these people out. She is completely cruel and rude and completely mistaken. She completely missed the mark on this article that she wrote. Rachel LEISHMAN is a cunt, and she's clueless, dumb as hell. Alright guys, this bitch don't know her ass from her head, apparently, and she just advertised it. Alright, Scott Baio, we're very proud of you, Trump 2020, and I'll see you guys on the next video. How's my hair look? Is it a little messy? Bye everyone. Take care of each other.